Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever looked at a list of NVIDIA graphics cards and just felt completely lost? Like you're trying to read some kind of secret code? Trust me, you are not alone. It's just a wall of numbers and letters that feels impossible to break. But what if I told you there's a really simple system behind it all? Well, today, we are gonna crack that code together. I mean, look at these. You see names like this thrown around everywhere, and it can be so overwhelming. You've got RTX, GTX, numbers in the thousands, and then these weird suffixes like super and T just tacked on the end. It looks totally random, right? I promise you by the end of this, you'll be able to look at any of these and know exactly what you're dealing with. So here's the secret to understanding NVIDIA's entire lineup. The very first step is to just forget the individual numbers and letters for a second, and instead think in big, simple categories. Every single card they make can be sorted into 3 main tiers. This is our foundation. And here they are. Simple, right? Entry-level, mid-range, and enthusiast. Every modern GeForce card fits neatly into one of these 3 buckets. Once you get this core idea down, everything else just clicks into place. So let's break them down one by one. All right, first up, we've got the entry level. And just like the name says, this is your gateway into the world of PC gaming. These are the cards designed to give you a great experience without totally emptying your wallet. They're pretty much perfect for a first-time build. So who's this for? Well, it's for new PC builders, maybe more casual gamers. The main goal here is getting solid 1080p gaming in popular titles and just making sure your computer runs smoothly for everything else. You know, cards like the older GTX 1650 or the more modern RTX 3050 are classic examples of this tier. Okay, moving on up the ladder, we hit the second tier, the mid-range. Now, for the vast majority of PC users and gamers out there, this is the sweet spot. This is where you find the absolute best balance of price and performance. And the big deal here is the massive leap in what these cards can do. This tier is for the serious gamer who's hunting for high frame rates at 1080p or maybe wants a fantastic experience at 1440p. It's also for content creators who need that extra juice for video editing or design work. The RTX 4060 and 4070, they absolutely own this space. And finally, we arrive at the top of the mountain, the enthusiast tier. This is the category where compromise is just not in the vocabulary. We are talking about maximum, unfiltered performance, period. This tier is built for people who demand the absolute best of the best. Think about hardcore gamers pushing for insane refresh rates in 4K, or professionals whose jobs depend on intensive 3D rendering and complex video effects. For them, every last drop of performance matters. And the undisputed king of this hill? A beast of a card like the RTX 4090. Okay, so we've got the tiers down. Entry, mid, and enthusiast. Pretty straightforward. But what about those letters at the end of the name, huh? The T and the super? Well, that's the next layer of our code, and it's just as important. Let's start with Ti, which actually stands for titanium. When you see Ti on a card, I want you to think one thing: turbocharged. This isn't some tiny little bump. It's a significant performance upgrade over the regular non-Ti version. It means you're getting more cores, more speed, more power, all within the same family. It's like the jump from a 4070 to a 4070 Ti. And then you have Super. Think of Super as a mid-cycle refresh. You know, a company puts out a great card, and then maybe a year later, they release a super version that gives you a nice, moderate boost in performance. It's a way for them to make an already awesome card just a little bit better and keep it competitive. So how do these two stack up? Well, the hierarchy is actually pretty clear. A Ti model is almost always a bigger leap in power over the base card than a super model is. Think of it like this. If the standard card is your starting point, Super is a good step up, but Ti is an even bigger jump. For example, an RTX 4070 Ti is definitely more powerful than an RTX 4070 Super. Now, it's really easy to think about all this power in terms of just one thing: gaming. More frames per second, right? But that's only half the story. The performance gap between these tiers can have a massive impact on professional work too. Just take a look at this. While an enthusiast card obviously gives you more frames in a game, the performance gap in professional applications can be even more dramatic. I'm talking about tasks like 3D rendering or exporting a complex video. These things can be hours faster on an enthusiast card than on an entry-level one. That's not just a nice little luxury. For a professional, that's real time and real money. So we've covered the tiers, we've decoded the suffixes, and we've talked about the different use cases.
Now let's put it all together. Let's build a simple compass that you can use anytime you're looking at a graphics card. Here it is, your cheat sheet, a simple 3-step process. First, start with your tier. Are you entry-level, mid-range, or an enthusiast? That immediately narrows your search. Second, check the number. Within any generation, a bigger number means more power. And third, decode the suffix. Look for that Super or TI if you need that extra performance kick. And that's it. You've cracked the code. So I'll leave you with this final thought. You now have the framework to understand not just NVIDIA's current lineup, but also whatever comes next. When that next generation of GPUs gets announced, you'll have the tools to look right past all the marketing hype and know exactly where those new cards fit in. The naming code? It's not a secret anymore. It's your compass.